Righty ho. Tier 2 Britain. As we come back from our week break. And we're back with our Friday night with Tier 2 at Silverstone. Right. As everyone's just coming into the lobby now. We've got a couple of our Tier 3 boys coming in for the Tier 2 lads. With races such as Gainful Odds, JK Lowry, so we just wait for the session now, which is set to get underway in about 7 minutes. So we just wait now for the last 2 drivers to come in. Our Brazil race winner, Newbell, has exceeded Tier 2 and has moved to Tier 1 in the CDR Racing League. And also, I want to give a good old hound a bit of a shout out just for becoming an admin for the CDR League. He is the new Tier 3 admin, so well done to him for the little promotion to admin from just a little racer. as we come in to the final closing minutes of our Tier 2 race at Silverstone. We just wait for one final driver, I believe it is, before we make a start. As well as coming back from our break week, the Euros have just kicked off with all the home nations of the UK playing this weekend. So we now just wait for Q1 to start. Welcome to those who have joined me for this evening and have joined into Tier 2 Britain. Should be an interesting race with plenty of overtaking possibilities here at Silverstone. We should be in for a fun night with all the Tier 2 lads. Okay, we have all drivers in, and I believe we are ready to race. Well, we're ready for qualification number 1 to start. So everyone's now ready and up in the lobby. Hello everyone. We should be in for a nice race here at Silverstone this evening, with a couple of the Tier 3 boys coming in for a couple of the Tier 2 drivers who unfortunately couldn't make it this evening. So let's see how they face up against these Tier 2 drivers. I believe these drivers should be hitting around about the 125s, somewhere around there, as the two Mercedes now leave the garage. Gonna be a wet race, intermediate conditions. Ooh, we should have a nice race then. For the Tier 2 boys. With wet conditions. Thank you, Synced, for that information. As Colby, Leclerc, and Babodi and Amaral Rafiq now coming out of the pits, as well as Quick Killer and Call Me Arcade for the first couple of laps of Q1. As we follow Call Me Arcade now, going for his first lap. Thank you, Leclerc, for that information. Going to be a wet race. We should have a couple of interesting overtakes, I hope, coming in for this. As we follow Leclerc on his outlap. As we come into the with people getting their first laps underway. Amaral Rafiq now on his first lap. Let's follow him as he goes into sector 1. As we go down the hangar. No, this one isn't the hangar straight. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not too sure of corners here at Silverstone, so you're gonna have to bear with me for that for this evening. As Amaral Rafiq now goes down the hangar straight as he hits his top speed. Oh, Amaral Rafiq has spun going out of the hangar straight. As we now follow Biggle, who Sniper's Grace on his outlap. Biggle, Amaral Rafiq's teammate, as he comes into the Wellington straight. That's the one. Never mind. Slowly remembering. And Biggle has purpled the first sector on his first lap. And it goes down the hangar straight now. Hitting his top speed. Quick Killer with a 125.5 to kick us all off for Q1. Hammed with a 128.1, which is lower than what he should be. Come on, Hammed. I know you can put him faster than that. Amaral Rafiq with a 155.4. Wild Dog with a 26.9. As we now go with No Fan Dan. This is going into the last couple of corners of Silverstone. And he's got a Williams now coming behind him. Not sure who that could be. And Dan puts a 127.1 in. Biggle with a 127.2. GJ Botha with a 126.3. But Quick Killer still on that first step. Sniper's Grace with a 127. As we follow Noodles going into the first of many twisty corners on the Silverstone circuit. As he goes down the Wellington Straight. Who's that going in through Maggots and Beckett? It is Biggle, who is on his in lap. Hound coming into the pits. Avalak, who has got an invalidated lap. How's Clay doing? Oh, it is starting to rain now. 4Q1. And he has invalidated his lap. We go on with JK Lowry on his first trip through Maggots and Beckett's in these tricky wet conditions, and he purple sector 2 momentarily. What is his time going to be? No one yet to take Quick Killer off that P1 spot. And JK Lowry puts it 127.7. Call me Arcade now. Oh, have we got a spin? We do not. It's just someone letting people past. And it is starting to rain quite heavily here at Silverstone. How is everyone going to tackle these laps with the wet weather? Who's going to be the first person to put intermediate tyres on? Call Me Arcade invalidates his lap right at the very end there. And everyone now coming into the pits for their intermediate tyres. So I believe that circuit is getting too wet for them, for the slick tyres to handle. So our top 10 so far. Quick Killer, Liverpool Fan, Leclerc 1090, GJ Botha, Wild Dog, Amaral Rafiq, Sniper Squaze, No Fan Dan, Biggle, JK Lowry. With Hound just coming outside the top 10. GJ Botha is out of Q1. As Leclerc now puts on the intermediate tyres. And I believe this is how things will stay for Q1. With Leclerc putting in the first of many to go on to the intermediate tyres. Who is still out? Avalak still out in the wet weather as we follow him. Quick Killer has retired from the session. I wonder why that could be. As we follow Avalak now, just coming out of Maggots and Beckett's, and he doesn't. Amaral Rafiq has retired from the session now. Wild Dog retired. So many people retiring from this race. I wonder what's going on. Can they not handle the intermediate conditions? Biggle retired now. That is 5 people who have retired from the race. And Avalak puts in a 134.6. Kieran's crashed into the barrier in the wet weather and has lost part of his front wing. And I'm now going to go to Leclerc 1090, just coming out, just ending his out lap. And he starts his lap with people. Oh, Leclerc has lost it. Going into the twisty section of Sector 1. And he's lost part of his front wing. And we go to Sniper Grace now, just coming past where Leclerc just had his accident. Noodles has come out on softs. Can he handle? He has invalidated his lap. That's Clay now. Coming down the hangar straight. And now we wait for those on the inters to start their first flying laps as Clay starts his out lap on the inters. As Clay put in a 31.2 for his first lap. And I will be with you in 2 minutes. And I'm back with Gameful Odds putting a 133.4 on his intermediate, and Clay put in a 139.2. Kieran put in a 136.9 as the rain is falling heavy here at Silverstone. Sniper's Grace with Quick Killer, Liverpool Fan, Leclerc, GJ Botha, Wild Dog, Amaral Rafik, Sniper's Grace, Biggle and Avalak all retiring from Q1. We have a minute and a half remaining as we go in Noodles, who does a 30.1 in the first sector. Who is that? Who's gone off? Call Me Arcade has lost it, I believe, or he's just retired. I cannot check. I believe he has retired, looking on the map. As Noodles comes down the hangar straight, can he keep it clean? Now going into Maggots and Beckett's. And Noodles now coming into the last corner and puts in a 136.1, which puts him 15th. So many retirements into BX37 Pro now, not putting in any laps whatsoever. As we now wait for Noodles, who is putting in another lap and does a 132.4. I believe he's not setting another lap. I believe he's coming into the pits now as he goes down the hangar straight. To go through Maggots and Beckett to end Q1. Could he be going for another lap? No, he's coming into the pits to end Q1. Who is leaving us in Q1? Kieran, Clay, Bad Body, Call Me Arcade and BX37 Pro all knocked out of Q1. The intermediate tyre there showing how slow it really is. Quick Killer still on that top step for Q1. And it's still raining now for Q2, so everyone will be on the inters. as Leclerc comes out of the pits and Noodles Colby just ahead of him. Noodles the lead car into Q2. Noodles, Colby, Leclerc, Wild Dog, GJ Botha and Amaral Rafik now all out of the pit. And there is a spin of Leclerc coming out of the pits, I believe. And has he lost any of his front wing? I don't believe he has. He might have got lucky there. I believe that front wing is all intact. Everyone but Sniper Scrace, Gainful Odds, Avalak and No Fan Dan coming out of the pits. Call Me Arcade lost it in Q1. Let's go on with Hound, the new appointed administrator of the CDR League, as he's on his outlap. Everyone on intermediates, no one on the full wet tyre. And let's go on with Hound's teammate of Colby as he goes down the Wellington Straight for the first time of Q2. And I believe there is a spin from J.K. Lowry. Who is that who had purpled Sector 1? Let's go on with No Fan Dan. Ooh, Liverpool fan. Purple Sector 1 in the wet, tricky conditions. And he's got a helpful tow from an Alfa Romeo ahead of him. Down the hangar straight into Maggots and Beckett's. Amaral Rafik puts in a 1:36.6. Colby follows with a 1:37.4. And Liverpool fan Purple Sector 2. Could he go all the way? GJ Botha with a 1:39.4 and Wild Dog with a 1:37.4. Could he go all the way and put it on to that first position? Puts it on to second position, a 10th behind Amaral Rafik. As we go on with Gainful Odds, and there is a spin. Let's go on with Biggle. Now in the Alfa Romeo. Chicken, now we're going into the pits. Leclerc now going onto his first lap. Into Sector 2 we go, and down the hangar straight. we follow Leclerc now as he goes into the final corners and he locks up. So we follow him through the final corner and he puts it in a 1:36.1 to go on to first position. And we go on with Avalac, who's just put in a 1:37.3. Hound moving up the field with a 1:37.9. JK Lowry and Noodles yet to put in a lap. Sniper Scrace puts in a 1:36.8. which puts him into the 5th spot. Let's watch No Fan Dan. Let's see what he's doing as he goes around the final corner and puts in a 1:37.2. Puts him up to 7th position. Our top 10 so far: Leclerc 1090, Liverpool Fan, Wild Dog, Amaral Rafiq, Sniper Scrace, Quick Killer, No Fan Dan, Avalac, Colpy and the Hound. As we go on with Wild Dog in his Ferrari now, as I believe he's on his in lap. As are most of the drivers. The weather is absolutely atrocious here at Silverstone. JK Lowry on his out laps now as he goes through the final corners of Sector 3. As he goes up for his first lap of Q2. Everyone now pitting for more fuel. Let's see what JK Lowry can do, as well as Noodles. As Noodles comes through the first little bit of Sector 1. And now he sets himself for the Wellington Straight. As he purples Sector 1. What's JK Lowry doing? Just ahead. So he comes out of the hangar straight now. And he goes into Maggots and Beckett. And he's done a 1:11.1 into the 3rd sector. What can JK Lowry put on the table? Puts in a 1:38.2, which puts him 13th. We go on now with Colpy, who is just starting his 2nd lap. And we've got a yellow flag in Sector 2. Of JK Lowry, who has lost his front wing as he's just finished his lap. He's just finished his lap. We go back to Colpy, who has unfortunately invalidated his first lap. How is Noodles doing just behind him? He goes second with a 1:36.1. Avalak has invalidated his first lap. Leclerc puts in the fastest lap. Oh, never mind, he's been in that first spot this whole entire time. Kelpie unfortunately invalidated his lap. Quick Killer has retired for Sector 2. Kelpie slowly going back to the pits. As Dan now, who is on his out lap. Let's have a look what Dan can do, who is on a out lap. Let's go with Sniper's Grace. Amor Rafiq's now retired. Hound going on to a fast lap now. Liverpool fan has now retired. As Ham puts it a 30.4 into the first sector. Wild Dog now retires. Let's go back with Hand as he goes into Maggots and Beckett's. GJ Botha retires now. Hand puts in a 1:10.4 into the going into the third sector. So he is definitely improving on his time. Let's see what he can put onto the grid. Will he be able to improve his 1:37? He does, but only by one position. I believe that is him out of Q2. What's No Fan Dan gonna do? He goes on to 9th. What is Avalak doing? As he goes into Maggots and Beckett. And Avalak now goes into the pits, who are the only cars on track. Hound is still on track. Is he trying to improve his lap? I believe he is. Or will he go into the pits? No, he's trying to get into Q2. Will he be able to do so? No, he can't. And Hound gets knocked out of Q2. Leclerc now on the top step. of Q2. And we have 7 retirements going into Q3, with Hound, Gainful Odds, Biggle, GJ Bother and JK Lowry being knocked out. And Leclerc is on the top step going into Q3. Followed by Noodles, Quick Killer, Liverpool Fan, Wild Dog, Avalak, Amaral Rafik, No Fan Dan, Sniper's Grace and Colpy. So we now go into Q3. Who will be able to put it into first position? As Wild Dog now comes out of the pit, and I believe will be the first to do so, followed by Leclerc 1090. Who else has come out onto the circuit? Leclerc, Noodles, Leclerc, Wild Dog and Amaral Rafik and Snipers, everyone coming out onto the circuit. Let's see what everyone's race pace is going to be like after Q3, and I wonder what's going to happen with the wet, tricky conditions that are going to stay with us for the race. So we follow with Q2's leader, Leclerc 1090, going into Maggots and Beckett. Everyone now out on track. So we follow Quick Killer, who I believe is behind Dan. He is. And has someone lost it going up into the final? No, Sniper's Grace just briefly caused a yellow flag there. Oh, what's happened here with Sniper's Grace? Or is he just setting himself up? I believe he is just setting himself up in for his lap. Let's go on with Amaral Rafik. As he goes down the Wellington straight. trying out a different line or letting people pass? Letting people pass. Wild Dog invalidates his lap. Noodles now going down the hangar straight. So far, no one's lost it in these tricky conditions. So we follow Noodles now. Leclerc with a 36.2 into Q3. Noodles with a 136.5. Colby with a 36.8. Noodles breathing down on Leclerc's neck now for his first laps. Sniper's Grace goes faster than Noodles and puts it into second place. Quickler with a 30.4 into the first sector. Liverpool Fan goes quicker than Leclerc, 10.20. Avalak with a 136.3. So we follow Quick Killer, who puts in a 136.9. Everyone so far puts in a 136. No Fan Dan puts in a 137.7. Wild Dog with a 136.3. And how is Amaral Rafiq doing with a 109.4? And he puts it in a 135.7 and puts it on pole as he goes 0.5 quicker than Liverpool Fan. So everyone now goes into the pits because I believe no one's setting another lap. Nope, Avalak's putting in a 145.5 as he goes on for another lap of Silverstone. Leclerc 1090 has retired from the session. I wonder what's happened there. Has he spun? I think he has. What is Avalak going to do into Maggots and Beckett? So Avalak now invalidates his lap. And we go on with No Fan Dan, who is just behind Quick Killer. No Fandango's into the pits. Has Avalak gone for another lap? Quick Killer out for another one, I believe. Nope, he is on his slow lap. There is a yellow flag. And Avalak puts in a 36-0. I will be with you in 2 seconds, guys. I will be back. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to answer the phone very quickly. Colby finishes 9th. Avalak finishes on 2nd. Amaral Rafiq puts it onto pole. Liverpool fan in 2nd. Noodles in 3rd. Avalak in 4th. Wild Dog in 7th. Colby in 9th. Quick Killer out of the session, as well as Leclerc 1090. As we now wait for Dan to put in his last lap, I believe it is. What's he going to do, as he is currently in 10th place? Will he be able to improve? No, he doesn't, and I believe that is the final order of our British Grand Prix. So our final 10, Amaral Rafik, Liverpool Fan, Noodles, Avalanche, Sniper's Grace, Leclerc, Wild Dog, Quick Killer, Calpy, and No Fan Dan. What a lap from Admiral Rafik in the difficult conditions. Wild Dog, you have got a penalty, I'm afraid. As we start off the one second guys, let me just head over to the stream on my phone just so then I can capture that. 1 second guys, let me just so I can get that for the admins. Ready for after the race. As we are on the formation lap. Who was it who started first? Bar Body TV. As we are slowly making our way to the grid. Clay and Kieran disqualified and have gone to the start of the grid. There you go, Kieran, mate. Check your DMs after the race if you are watching. You have got who started the timer. Amaral Rafik now on pole as we wait for everyone 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for the British Grand Prix here in Tier 2. Leclerc beats Sniper's Grace off the line and Avalac and goes into 4th. Noodles takes 2nd position from Liverpool fan. Amaral Rafik, perfect start from him. And we have things going on the back of the grid. Clay now back in 20. Oh, we have a McLaren off of Avalac. Avalac has gone off. Call Me Arcade loses out on position. So does Body TV. Quick Killer going to the back as well. Sniper's Grace goes down a place. This is the first lap of this British Grand Prix, and we have action everywhere. Our predicted strategy, lap 13 to 21, to change to inters from the inters. BX37 Pro now goes ahead of Clay. And Amaral Rafik getting Noodles in his rear view mirror. And Leclerc not far behind. What is going on with these three now for that first position? J.K. Lowry has had a little bit of a moment, and we go back now on board with Leclerc 10-20, and he locks up the left front. But Body TV now goes down to 18th, and he's lost it, and he lets everyone else behind. Call Me Arcade now was looking for a move there, but couldn't quite make it move. What has Ham done? Oh, he has lost a place on the first couple of laps. Sniper's Grace getting close now to the back of Culpy. Apparently Clay is first. He is not. Amaral Rafik still at that top step. Noodles in second. Leclerc, Liverpool fan who started on the front row, down in 4th. Colby then with Sniper's Grace. Wild Dog, No Fan Dan, Kieran, Gainful Odds. Hound takes his 11th place back. And Body TV and Biggle there, far, far away from J.K. Lowry. BX37 Pro goes ahead of GJ Botha. Next up, Call Me Arcade. Talking of Call Me Arcade, he is on the back of Hound. And fastest lap goes to Liverpool fan Dan, as we had 3 different fastest laps then. Call Me Arcade on the back of Hound now. And I will go to Leclerc, who is right on the back of Noodles, as Avalac goes ahead of Clay. Go on with Gameful Odds, who is behind Kieran. The front 4 have stayed really, really close. Biggle has pitted for some fresh rubber. Will Leclerc think of a move somewhere soon? No, but the rain is getting heavier. And it's Upper Body TV right at the very back, who has spun again. It is. And has he lost any of his front wing? No, he hasn't. As Leclerc is right on the back of Noodles, using up that ERS. Does he make the move stick? Going into the final corner. He's gone for the dive. Does it pay off? Yes, it does. And Noodles now behind Leclerc 1090. Sniper's Grace with a 139.1. We go on to the back of Call Me Arcade. Is he going to think of a move going into turn 1? Will he have to? Hound fighting him off. As we have got this battle for 11th position. But Body TV with a 3-second time penalty. Well, I can tell you now, he's going to have a bigger penalty than that. Here at CDR, we have a penalty of 10 seconds if you start from the setup screen before the host, and unfortunately the Body TV did that at the start of the race. Call Me Arcade now ahead of Hound. So we go on with Noodles, who is under pressure from Liverpool fan, sorry. BX37 Pro attacks Hound and manages to get past. Leclerc with a 138.9 for the fastest lap so far. Hound is off! Hound is off! Unfortunate for him there. Oh, and he's off again! Hound, sort your tyres out! No fun, Dan. Slowly getting to the back of Wild Dog. With the tricky conditions here at Silverstone. We've got it. Don't tell me that's Hound again who has gone off. It is. Hound. You were not coming out of the pit lane, mate. You were not coming out of the pit lane. As Leclerc is right on the back of Admiral Rafik going into Maggots and Beckett. Kieran with a 3-second time penalty. So we follow this battle for first now. Leclerc with a 138.9 to improve his fastest lap. But Body TV with another 3-second. And Leclerc with a 3-second. Let's have a look at the penalties. We have Leclerc, Noodles, Sniper's Grace, Kieran, Call Me Arcade, BX37 Pro, GJ Botha, and Body TV. And Avalak taking that 13th place. And so far Leclerc is up 4 places. Call Me Arcade and BX37 Pro are up 8 and Avalak down 9. Let me just change that. Liverpool fan right on the back of Noodles as he pulls out, using up his battery there. As we go on with Wild Dog, who is No Fan Dan just behind him. But will the Irishman be able to get some luck? Amaral Rafiq with a 1:38.6. We're still on with No Fan Dan. Leclerc now getting right to the back of Amaral Rafiq as we got this battle for first. But will he be able to catch him at the end of Sector 3? Avalak overtakes BX37 Pro as Leclerc locks up into the little chicane at the end there. Oh, what a save by Leclerc there. Liverpool fan with a 1:38.4. No Fan Dan on the back of Wild Dog, ever so slowly creeping up. And we've got a yellow flag. That is BX37 Pro, who is out now on lap 8. And we go on with Noodles, who is edging his way to Liverpool fan. Hand overtakes JK Lowry now for 16th position. Amaral Rafiq still in that first position. Less than half a second between Amaral and Leclerc. No Fan Dan's right on the back of Wild Dog. So we go wing view here of just how close he has been getting. Leclerc now still on the back of Amaral. What do you think of a move going down the Wellington Straight? As we go down the Hangar Straight now. Let's go down to Quick Killer, who I believe is fighting with his teammate. Leclerc with a 5-second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane. as he tries to go for that undercut. But where will he come out? As he's had a nice stop there. And Amaral still in that first place position, going down the Wellington Straight. As GJ Bother overtakes Leclerc. As he gets split by, I believe it's the Williams. Oh, Leclerc's off! Leclerc's off and he's lost a bit of his front wing there as well. As Clay goes ahead. As we go in, No Van Dan, who's still behind Wild Dog. Call Me Arcade right on the back of Kieran there. Wonder what he'll be able to do this lap. Kieran with a time penalty. Arcade now still right behind Kieran. But who will be able to get that bit of extra grip and launch out of corner leading to the Wellington Straight? Is that Leclerc? Leclerc's finished. So far 4 DNFs and we go with Hound, who is JK Lowry just behind him, the 2 Tier 3 members. Go Sniper's Grace, who is right on the back of Colby now in the Alpha Tauri. Arcade with a 3-second penalty. Snipers, no, Van Dan's right on the back of Wild Dog. Is Arcade going to go for a move on Kieran soon? What's happened to the McLaren? Was that the Renault of Liverpool fan? I believe he had lost it. I hope his front wing's intact. It is. Amaral Rafiq still being hunted by Liverpool fan. As Wild Dog's right on the back of Sniper's Grace. Just having a look now. Hound is on his own, I believe, and I believe JK Lowry lost it at the end of the straight there. We still follow No Van Dan, who are fighting for the 4th position currently, as Amaral Rafiq, our race leader, comes into the pit. So does Colby, so does JK Lowry, who is now being lapped. Okay, Liverpool fan leads with Noodles behind him, followed by Sniper's Grace, Wild Dog and Dan, and Admiral Rafiq. Still coming out with, I believe that's Colby right behind him. No, that is JK Lowry. No, Van Daan is still on the back of Wild Dog. Arcade is right on the back of Kieran though as well. Oh, Van Daan getting right to the very back of Wild Dog. Every lap he's creeping closer and closer, but will he be able to make them? Nope, he goes into the pits. As our leaders now pit as well. Sniper's Grace goes into the lead, with Wild Dog slowly making his way towards him. So those yet to pit are Sniper's Grace, Wild Dog, Kieran, Avalak, Quick Killer, GJ Bother, Clay and Hound. Kieran up 13 places there, from 10th to 13th. What a drive he has done. Sniper's Grace now leading, with Wild Dog slowly coming towards him, followed by the other Ferrari of CDR Kieran. Colby right on the back of GJ Botha, trying out a different line there. As now the rest come into the pits to make their stop. Colby right on the back of GJ Botha. We're still waiting on Kieran and Avalak to make their pit stops. Pardon me. As Kieran goes down the hangar straight, and I believe I saw the end tail of Ham's car there. Wild Dog still being bothered by Dan. What a battle for 7th, I believe it is. Colby goes ahead of GJ Botha. Arcade's got another 3-second penalty. Wild Dog goes off. Wild Dog trying another different line there. The weather's horrible in Sector 3. Liverpool fan puts in the fastest lap. Oh, what happened there? Well, Wild Dog and GJ Botha. Lap 16. As GJ Botha has retired from that incident, I believe that will be in the incident page after the race. I believe Wild Dog's wing is in place. Yeah, it is in peace. And now we wait for the two up the top, Kieran and Avalak, to make their stop. Noodles now trying to get to the back of Liverpool fan. Amaral Rafiq getting close to Avalak. What's Avalak going to do? Avalak pits and Kieran stays out. I believe Kieran believes his tyres are fine for the moment. As Amaral Rafiq puts in the fastest lap of a 1:37.8. Avalak comes out just behind his teammate. Kieran's tyres surely should be slowly given out by now. As Amaral Rafiq slowly crawling behind him. Kieran staying out for another lap. Arcade going to the back of Dan now. Liverpool fan puts in the fastest lap with a 1:37.5. Amaral Rafiq right on the very back of Kieran there. And in the distance you see Liverpool fan 2020. Kieran being pushed by Amaral Rafiq. And into Maggots and Beckett's we go, which Kieran gets a better line out of. As we see this battle for first now. So Kieran staying out another lap. Admiral Rafiq trying to get past Kieran there, but just can't make it happen. As we go on to lap number 19 with 7 laps to go. That's Wild Dog right on the very back of Colby. And we've got this little train of cars going from Colby all the way up to Quick Killer. No, Arcade, sorry. 4 cars. Who's that right at the very back? That is Clay, who is pretty much on his own. As we go with No Fan Dan, who is yet to get a penalty, as well as Gainful Odds, Quick Killer and Colby. The rest have got a penalty. Admiral Rafiq right on the very back of Kieran still. But why hasn't Kieran pitted yet? As Liverpool fan is joining the fun now. Who will be able to get a better launch out of these 3 cars? Into the Wellington Straight. We follow the 3 cars into the hangar straight now. Gainful Odds with a 3-time second penalty. As Admiral Rafiq tries to move down the inside, but it doesn't pay off for him. And there is a yellow flag. That's Gainful Odds who has gone off. And we go with Admiral Rafiq once again. Will Admiral Rafiq think of a move this lap and be able to make it stick? As we go on with Arcade, who is going to the back of Dan now. Will he be able to come up with something as we come into the final couple of laps? And we now go on with back to the leaders. Admiral Rafiq has lost time to Kieran. But now Noodles is joining in with the fun. As they're all within a second of each other. We got this battle for first as we're on the 22nd lap with 4 laps remaining. Who out of these 4 cars will make it to the top? Kieran is still yet to stop, and I'm not sure if he knows that or not. Noodles dropping back a little bit there, but he is back to join the party as these top 4 are all within a second of each other. Are we going to have a battle for first all the way up to lap 26? As Hand overtakes Clay, who has now gone into the pits. All these 4 cars go on for another lap of this close racing. Everyone but JK Lowry with, just as I was going to say, without a penalty, as he gets a penalty himself for speeding in the pit lane. Hammer or a fake dropping back from Kieran now. I wonder what's going on there. Let's go to the back of Noodles just to see what these conditions are doing. Has it stopped raining? It has stopped raining. Now, will anyone end this session on softs? Clay and Lowry have gone on softs. What will they be able to do with their fresh soft tyres? Is it too early for softs? Well, we'll find out with their lap times. And I will go to, as Noodles gets past Liverpool fan for that 3rd position, and Amral Rafiq has got past Kieran now. Kieran's tyres definitely showing some way. As Noodles sort of, and he lets Kieran go past like the gentleman he is from that little incident there. We've got some lovely battles here at Britain. We have Dan less than a second behind Wild Dog. Wild Dog is less than a second behind Colby. Quick Killer a second less than Arkid, and Arkid less than a second behind Dan. As Dan goes for a move on Wild Dog, and Quick Killer makes a move on Arkid. Now Noodles goes past Kieran. Properly this time. As we go on to the penultimate lap of this British GP with the Tier 2 lads. As there is Jake Kane Lowry, who's gone off once again with a 10-second time penalty. Let's go to the battle now for 6th position. Wild Dog 3/10 behind No Fan Dan. And what's happened? Is that Liverpool fan? No, it is J.K. Lowry again. As we go on to the final lap with Liverpool fan 8/10 behind Amor Rafiq. Can he do anything on the final lap here at Silverstone? 6/10 in between them now. As we have a yellow flag in Sector 1, I believe that is Gainful Odds. What has happened to him? No, Van Dam gets past Colby in 6th position. But can Liverpool fan overtake Amor Rafiq for this 1st position on the last lap? It will not matter anyway, as Liverpool fan is behind on penalties. But J.K. Lowry with 15 seconds of penalties, and so has Sniper Scrace. But out in 1st, who I believe will win this British Grand Prix for the Tier 2 guys, it is Amor Rafiq. Amor Rafiq wins the British GP, followed by Liverpool fan, followed by Noodles, followed by Kieran, followed by Sniper Scrace, followed by No Fan Dan, who overtakes Sniper Scrace. Can't be Quick Killer, Wild Dog, Call Me Arcade, Hound, Clay just making his way now to the line with Quick Gainful Odds just behind him. And that is the final of the British GP here at Silverstone. Kieran with the driver of the day. What a drive there from Kieran, actually. On really, really worn tyres there at the end. But for now, this is the final. This is your final lot. Okay, I have been your commentator, Dan or Silent Ninja, and this has been Britain Tier 2. Thank you, see you next week.